Hello, this video is going to show you two things. First of all, how to use automations, and then also the basic format of your food rap song. Alright, so I already created a song. You can see I have a drum beat that goes through the entire piece, and I also clipped up one of the piano sounds. I didn't like the whole thing. It was like 8 measures long. It had 4 chords, so I cut it down and then repeated those 2 chords over again, so it kind of fit what I was looking for. I have my mic track where I recorded my voice, and I recorded in 2 different places. You can see those. And then I have my sweet lead, which I used the MIDI keyboard for, and I recorded a melody down here. Okay, and I recorded a couple different places. Alright, keep in mind you have individual volume control, so my voice was not loud enough, so I ended up having to move it with this to turn it up so I could hear it. Okay, and same thing with the lead. I changed the volumes of all these. Right, now we have another option called automations. Alright, and that's what this button here does. Alright, so if I click on this, it pops down another, it looks like another track, but this is attached to the one that it's below. Alright, so we have, if I click plus automation, you have a couple different options. We have a volume, which changes the volume. So now the volume's on. So this is the level it's currently at, this line. If I click on this line, it makes a dot. Okay, I can grab those dots wherever I want. So if I grab this dot, it moves the entire line. Okay, now if I want it to start at a certain volume and get to, let's say I want the volume to go down and back up again in these 2 bars. So I need to click, so I clicked and made a dot to start a segment, click and make another dot. So now I have this segment of line, and I can move it down. And then I want this to go back up to the volume it was at, so I click again, and I can make it go back up again. This is what that sounds like. Did you hear the drum sound kind of drop down, right? Okay, now I'm not going to save that. Okay, I just wanted to show you. Alright, I'm going to use the sweep. Okay, now pan goes from your left to right speaker or headphone, so when people are listening it'll move back and forth. You can play around with that if you want to. I'm going to use the sweep. Now there's a bunch of different options. You can play around with these if you want. I'm going to use the muffled option. So when the line is all the way at the top, that means it's not muffled at all. Okay, and what I want to happen is when I hear my voice, I want this to kind of muffle down, and then it's going to jump back up again. So I'm going to put a segment here. That shouldn't have gone down. Okay, and I'm going to put a segment here. And actually I want it to stop there. It's going to go just about there. And then I'm going to make a new segment. Oop, and it's going to jump right back up again. Okay, so let's listen to what that's going to sound like.
I love pizza made with cheese dough sauce. My wife chooses toppings cause I know she's the boss.
Okay, you hear what happened with the drum track there? Here, I'll solo the drum track so you can hear it by itself. Okay, so it did that. Now, I can choose to also mix in volume. You can just add another automation and do the volume and pan if you want to, but I'm not going to do that right now. Now I also want it to do it for the next time I have the vocals, so it kind of mixes. Okay, and I think maybe I'll drop it down. So we'll make our little segment here. I'm going to have it do opposite, so I'm going to drop it down, and then it's going to slowly come back up over the course of my next vocal section. Alright, so let's see what that sounds like back here.
We both love that taste of pepperoni pie. It's so delicious you just can't deny.
Alright, so you get the basic idea of the automations. Now you can close that out if you don't want to use them. I would try to use at least one in this song just so you can learn how they work. Alright, so let's talk about the format. Alright, so I have my intro, 1, 2, 3, 4 bars of my intro. It's just drums and piano. Okay, so let's hear that. Okay, now each section has to be 4 bars at least. You can do more if you want. If your lyrics go a little slower than mine, that's fine, okay? And I'm just using the lyrics that I used in my, that's the wrong one. In the, here it is, my food rap worksheet. So I wrote the lyrics down at the bottom here. So I'm just using those lyrics and I'm reading them kind of back and forth. I have them set up. So I actually have this set up at the bottom, and I made my window smaller by just grabbing the bottom here so I can see the lyrics while I'm recording. Okay, that's how I did it. So I have my 4 bars of lyrics here, 1, 2, 3, 4. My lyrics are only 2 bars, but the music lasts for 4. Okay, so let's hear that.
I love pizza made with cheese dough sauce. My wife chooses toppings cause I know she's the boss.
Okay, then you need like a musical interlude kind of part, okay, and I chose to make mine 8 measures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you can see my vocals actually come in right at the end. So I'm going to play it out to the end. So I've got my musical interlude that's just me recording stuff on the, it's just me recording melody, okay? And then my vocals come back in here, so that's another 4 bars of vocals, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then my melody comes back in at the end. This is my outro, which is I added some melody stuff at the end. Okay, so let's hear it out to the end.
We both love that taste of pepperoni pie. It's so delicious you just can't
Oh, and it crashed, I guess. Okay. Let's see if we can hear the end here.
deny.
Okay, so all together, it's pretty short. I'll play the whole thing just so you can hear it.
I love pizza made with cheese dough sauce. My wife chooses toppings cause I know she's the boss. We both love that taste of pepperoni pie. It's so delicious you just can't deny.
Okay, I don't know what happened there. It faded out for some reason. I think I must have too many tabs open. But that's the basic idea. All right, so have fun with this assignment.